Hey guys, welcome back to Fangtober Throwback, a series where we're going to take a look at some G1 Monster High dolls and finally open them because they've been rotting in their packaging for years now. And of course, I had to open a Draculaura in this series because duh. And if you guys did not know, Art Class is one of my favorite Monster High collections ever. I think it's one of my favorites mainly because it came out when I started collecting Monster High dolls, so obviously it's a little sentimental to me. It's just as old as my collecting journey is. But also, I really loved the lines that focused on some kind of activity in the school. At the end of the day, they did a lot outside of Monster High. They were barely in class. So any Monster High doll that has some kind of class or activity that is school related is kind of my favorite. My goal is to complete this collection. I am now just missing Abby and Rebecca. I only have Scalita, but Scalita and Draculaura seem to be the most expensive ones anyway, so I'm glad I got those two out of the way. I was able to get this doll this year in a trade with a friend, and that she's in box is going to be really fun too because I get to have that experience I wanted 10 plus years ago. So we're going to be opening Miss Draculaura today. If you did not watch last week's video, we opened up Dawn of the Dance Cleo. I'm going to link that down below in a little playlist I'm creating for this mini series on the channel. If you are bored on Halloween, you have 4 videos to watch that are for Halloween, kind of. I don't know. That's the vibe I'm trying to go for with this series, guys. Okay? Bye. But let's start looking at her box and then we can get her out because I am excited. I've been waiting to do this series, guys, for a literal month. Give a like to this video because I'm dedicated. So to start off, she has the most standard Monster High box until they decided to switch over to that weird one that had like a plastic window over everything. Never been a fan of that box style. It's kind of like what G3 has currently. On the top, you can see there is a little print and it looks like all the skeletons were hand painted by the ghouls in Art Class. It's very elementary looking, which is really funny. And as you can see in her background, she is in the painting portion of the Art Class. And this Draculaura gave us one of the most iconic accessories that Monster High has ever given us, and that is her very cursed self-portrait of herself.
Is that hyperpigmentation?
So I'm very excited to finally own this archival piece right here. It deserves to be in every Monster High collection ever. And below we do have the cute little artwork of Draculaura painting that masterpiece right there. This is one of the dolls that they decided to introduce yellow to Draculaura's color scheme, and I think it looks really good. I've always been a big fan of Draculaura in yellow and pink, so this doll is up my alley. It says Draculaura, daughter of Dracula, and that is the Art Class logo. On the side there's the school crest. Then on the bottom of the box there's just a bunch of different iconography, and there's a little paint palette. Then we get the back of the box. It says Monster High, be yourself, be unique, be a monster. It says Draculaura, daughter of Dracula again, and then it shows her little entry in her diary about Art Class. I'm not gonna read all that, but if you want to, go ahead. I'm gonna pause it like this too, just so you can get the full page. And yes, this doll does come with a little diary talking about her experience in arts class. Back in the day, they gave you a stand and a diary talking about what the doll was doing, and I miss that so much. But anyways, now we pretty much looked at her entire box. We're gonna pan down and open her, and it's not gonna be ASMR, and we're gonna just talk about her because I love this doll. So as I mentioned, these boxes are pretty easy to get damaged. They're made of like a really thin cardboard. Think of like Real Drama and how their boxes get really damaged in just the lightest transit from your Amazon facility. When I was younger and I was getting into Monster High, I used to watch people's unboxing videos, and I remember there was this one girl, and I've never been able to find her channel again, but she was like a ballerina. I remember like that's what she did as a hobby, but she collected Monster High dolls. She would do videos of like unboxing a Monster High doll, and she would do exactly what I do, which is show you like the snipping and everything. So ever since then, I have done these kind of little unboxing portions on my channel, and I'm struggling to do this one because I remember when I was younger, I was living through that person's content of getting that experience of opening a Monster High doll. So that's why I add that little portion into all my videos. Plus it's also a little satisfying to hear like all the little snips and stuff like that. This is so crazy. It feels like Christmas. Oh my god. But yeah, I really like the backdrop. And back in the day, they really went all out with Monster High dolls. Not only did we get the little diaries explaining everything, we would get a really detailed backdrop. And these were so fun to take pictures of on Instagram in 2014. Oh my god. You just had to be there. But yeah, this doll is in really, really good shape. I don't even know if she has a bad glue head. Hopefully she doesn't. But just like Cleo, the elastics are sadly dry rotting. Honestly, I would love to see Monster High do an Art Class-esque line in G3. So I think that'd be really, really cute. And either her hair is really, really gluey, or there's just a lot of gel / hairspray in her hair. Her little ponytail is really, really crunchy. Like, I hope you can hear that. I feel like every video I'm giving you some kind of ASMR. I love that from you. Oh yeah, she's gluey. Ew. You can kind of see the big circle of glue on the actual little background. So she is going to need a little glue treatment for sure. I didn't think she was gonna be that bad, but I should have known better because she's a 2014 doll. Like I said, I really need Monster High to reproduce a lot of these fan favorite lines just because the glue seepage was so bad. Anyways, Draculaura is out of the box and she's a mess. Oh my god, I did not expect her to be this bad. It's 2014. The glue was rampant. What was I expecting? Let me show you everything that she came with. Firstly, doll stand. These came with any doll that was $19 and above. And I wish that that was the case nowadays. One of the most iconic pieces of plastic that was ever produced. The Monster High Squelette Brush. She comes with a cute diary about her art class journey. And if you want to pause and read these, oh my god, that's such a 2014 Monster High review thing to say. If you want to pause and read the diary, go ahead. That's a really cute picture of Draculaura though. Oh my god, and then we get to see the iconic print in the flesh.
It's so nice. Oh.
Draculaura is not that talented when it comes to art class. Let's be real. What is that? It wouldn't be Draculaura if her paint palette wasn't a little heart. And this is a hot pink in person. It's reading red on my camera for some reason. And you can see that there's the 4 colors that she used in her portrait. She obviously needs a little paintbrush. So hers is white with a little pink tip. Then the piece de resistance is this. Oh my god. We get the iconic print for our dolls and it is in a frame that is plastic. I love this. I love this so much. But anyways, now that we looked at all of her stuff, let's look at Draculaura. So this was like, again, one of the dolls that Monster High decided to add yellow to for Draculaura. I noticed in 2014 in general, they tried pushing new colors onto the ghouls. Now, obviously yellow is not new for Draculaura. She had the Forbidden Love pack that had yellow accents, but this year they added the yellow a few more times in, so that's why I'm like, okay. And I wasn't mad that year. That was a really cool year to see them push new colors onto the ghouls. And I remember some people did not like the yellow, but I honestly think it looks so good on her. So her hair is into a little ponytail. It's supposed to have a cute little curl at the end. It's Mattel and box hair has never been their forte. It never looks good. So she's going to need a wash. I can't get the glue out of her head. I might just reroute her because I think I can make her look really good. She has one singular pink streak and it looks like 2 yellow ones in the front, but other than that, that's it. There's no other streaking anywhere else. She does have a bang too. It curls up into her forehead and it shows all 3 of the colors. She also has this like very pale yellow headband. It's just a yellow headband with 2 little bows on it. She also has these skelet earrings. We've seen these many times in G1. So these are just a reused mold, but this time they're just hot pink. And then we move on to her face, which honestly, she looks so pretty. I think this is like one of my favorite Draculaura screenings. She has just yellow eyeshadow with a little pink in her crease and a pink lipstick. And then her heart is yellow and pink. Like, I don't know, there's just something about this Draculaura to me that is just always loved. And I don't know why. But I'm so curious, what do you guys think about when Draculaura embraces her yellow color scheme? I like it. I personally do. I think it's super duper cute. Then like looking at her outfit, it's just a dress and the apron does come off. It's literally just tied in the back with a little ribbon. But the top of her dress is yellow and it has little pink drippies and a little bit of tulle at the end of the sleeve, along with a hot pink ribbon bow in the center of the chest. And the skirt is just black with a bunch of paint splatters and yellow tulle on the bottom. And then the apron is a cheap pink fabric, a black design on it. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. I think I actually own this dress in my collection. I didn't own the doll. I loved having that as a reminder that I didn't have her, but now I do. And now she's trying to flash us. Love that. Moving on to her shoes, they're these little white booties and the heel is literally a paint tube and it's like kind of gushing out. So she's standing on a bunch of dried paint basically. They kind of look like rollerblades to me. They always have. And there's also a little pink skelet and 2 more of the white paint brushes. Honestly, these were just super duper creative and I love them so much. And again, this is an object heel done right because it's the same object on both sides. There's not 2 different objects that are kind of going against each other. Like, these are amazing shoes. I love these. I forgot that the pins are still there in the back of her head. But yeah, that's pretty much Draculaura. She has the basic standard Monster High articulation. Her arms come off, her hands come off, and I think she looks really pretty and I'm happy that I actually own this doll now. Now I'm really wanting Rebecca and Abby. I think I actually have Abby's outfit or something like that, but I need to get those 2 officially. I don't know if I want the playset, but maybe I'll get it one day. Who knows? I think it would look really cute on the art class display I have, which ironically, my art class doll shelf is just Skelita. She's just been sitting there by herself. Like, I didn't put any other dolls there. I just was like, this is your shelf, and when the others come, they come. So now I'll at least have 2 dolls to put on that shelf. Yeah, let me put her on her stand and we can like try to make her look like she's painting something. I'll bring Skelita over too, just because. So I got Skelita over here. As I said, she is a little busted. I do need a cleaner. I know that. And yes, her nose is chipped, sadly. But these are my 2 art class dolls. I really need to get the other 2 because it's just something I've wanted for 11 years years now. I love how they all had different art projects. So obviously Draculaura painted herself, and Skelita has this really beautiful vase, and the flowers on the top do come off and it spins. So I love these. These are so cute, and I think they look really good in the art class playset too. Now these are 11-year-old dolls, and they came out in 2014. I believe they started showing up in 2013, like December of 2013, like early. I just remember watching reviews of them. I wanted them so bad, and I almost at one point did buy all of them, but I didn't. I didn't have money. I didn't have a job. I was a teenager. What was I gonna do? Maybe one day I'll do a fixable video on art class, but I need to get Abby and Rebecca before I do that. So stay tuned for the future of that. But I had fun opening her. I'm so happy I have her now, and I'm happy that Skelita has a friend. She's no longer lonely on a dusty shelf. Guys, let me know your thoughts on art class as a collection in the comments below. Do you like Draculaura? And I don't know, just like sound off down below your best 2014 Monster High doll vibes. It was such a prime year. Oh my god. If you like this series, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you can watch it every week when it goes up on Wednesday. Only going to be for the month of October, and I'm hoping I can do more next year. If this is your first time watching my channel though, make sure to like this video so it shows that you like these kind of videos and I can continue doing them. Make sure to comment down below. There's a question of the video comment which is pinned, so you can answer that question. You can join my community tab, which has a Discord-esque feature which lets you post on it, which is so fun, and I love seeing all the posts there. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok at ZombieXCorn. I keep it easy for you guys. But anyways guys, I will see you in the next video, but until then, bye!